Hey everyone, we've got two shows coming at you this week, Friday, September 5th and Saturday, September 6th. First up, on Friday, we've got Clementine, the Edgwood Heart, All My Friends Are Cats, and Tilt Controls at the Mr. Roboto Project. And then the very next day, we've got Dead Wrong, Modern Culture, My Favorite Liar, and Chub Clampion, also at the Mr. Roboto Project. Tickets are available online at goodvibebooking.com/shows. Now on to episode 4 of the Good Vibe Show.
Welcome to episode 4.
4 whole episodes.
I killed that.
You did kill that.
I was practicing that all week in my shower.
All right, maybe you didn't kill it that good.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, welcome to episode 4. Danny, are you excited?
I am excited. We have made it through 3 whole episodes so far. Is that longer than you thought we would make it?
I gave us like... I was thinking like 2, and then maybe we would like hate each other and not want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
But I still love you.
I love you too.
So we're doing good. I think the listeners are enjoying it. Hopefully you are. We've been trying to get you guys some different things every week, promoting our shows, promoting local music, and honestly, it's been a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys are having fun with us.
Absolutely. And what's also very fun are these 2 shows we have coming up this week.
Oh, I can't wait.
How about
that?
I
will be at these ones. I feel like I've been slacking, Danny. I've been a busy boy, but this weekend, your boy will be at both of these shows, Mr. Roboto Project, Friday and Saturday. You'll see awesome music, and you'll see me.
Maybe that'll make up for the fact that I probably won't be.
Well, that's okay. We'll forgive you, but I will definitely be there, and I cannot wait. We have some really sick shows. Friday, the return of Clementine. I don't know if you remember, they were here a couple months ago. They loved us so much, Danny, they were dying to come back.
Hell yeah.
So we got them. Tell him who else is on the show.
We've got All My Friends Are Cats on that, some local mainstays, also featuring one Joshua Nold from Good Vibe Entertainment.
Great guy.
And another really good buddy of ours, the inimitable, amazing drummer Dan Falk, who's in a million different bands, but most notably, probably Main Street Detour.
God, I love that band. And Mr. Katz himself, Dave.
Right.
Who my parents love, my family loves All My Friends Are Cats. Let me just start by saying that. Mainly, yes, because of the band name. We're a cat family. And so I told them the other day, you know, Dave's not playing solo anymore. He got a full band. And they were devastated. They were like, so all his friends aren't cats?
Oh.
And I was like, so he made some human friends? Yes. We should be happy for him. But Josh Nold confirmed that still all his friends are cats. They're bandmates, not friends.
I did see a video of a bunch of cats playing like children's musical instruments.
Oh.
And it's a really cool video, so maybe he can do that.
Just train his cats to play, and he doesn't need to have humans playing. He could just have his friends / cats playing.
That would be something. You know, a big part of success is like differentiating yourself from other people.
Do you know the touring act of like the cat band?
No.
There's like a touring act of cats that play music, and it's great. You know, maybe we'll throw them in the mix here tonight.
Where does this happen at?
I don't know. I want to say they like had a small stint on like America's Got Talent or something.
Oh my God.
And then from that they just do like tours. And my goal is to get them here at Local 724
I was gonna
eventually.
Say, have they been in Pittsburgh recently?
Oh, they've definitely done Pittsburgh shows. I don't know what it's called. I'll have to look into it during our music break, but
we just had the Savannah Bananas.
We did.
You mean to tell me the city can't put a little bit of money towards having the coolest thing around?
You're right. And speaking of, Pittsburgh was bumping this week with the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah,
I am jealous I didn't go. I know Josh Nold went. A couple of our friends went. It looked awesome. Did you happen to see the Mac Miller tribute?
I did.
Beautiful. It
Very
was well
sweet.
done. We're kind of railing off the topic here.
Yeah.
It's just so...
But back to that Friday show at Mr. Roboto Project. We have Clementine, as Adam said. We also have All My Friends Are Cats, as I said. And then joining them will be the Edgewood Heart and Tilt Controls.
Yay!
Who you might remember from our episode last week. And I just got to say, if you missed it last week, you got another opportunity this Friday. Tilt Controls are the bomb. You really, really got to make it out to see them.
Was it full band?
It was not full band, but Jason was joined by a drummer.
I want to be the drummer.
Well, petition him. I'll tell you what, I was watching him and hearing the music and seeing how amazing they were doing. And, you know, I'm not like a bass player per se. I can play bass, but I was sitting there watching and going like, do I have enough time in my life to maybe proposition him to see if he would like a live bass player at some point?
I'm not going to lie. I sold myself as if I was just the dirtiest whore in Vegas to this guy. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, hey buddy, I'll do whatever you want, Jason. I just want to drum for you, man.
Yeah.
He politely told me to fuck off.
Right.
But like in a polite way. It was nice.
Yeah. No, it was really, really great. So we're going to touch shortly on that show that Tilt Controls was on. And obviously we're going to touch on these two shows we have coming up. So Friday, Clementine, the Edgwood Heart, All My Friends Are Cats, and Tilt Controls. And the very next day, we're going to be hitting you with some Philly boys in Dead Wrong and Modern Culture. And they're going to be joined by local mainstays, My Favorite Liar and Chub Clampion.
Chub Clampion is such a great name for a band.
Great name for a band. Great band.
Great band. It's a great band, and they pull homies, but what I love about them is they pull their parents.
Oh, yeah?
Like, having a band pull parents, I think, is great. Like, just being able to watch the moms and the dads just being so proud of their sons up there, just fucking getting it. And I always like to play the game is, whose mom's whose, you know? And I'll be like, all right, their nose match. That kid has her eyes. I think that's his dad. You know, and it's fun to play that game with Chub Clampion.
Nice. That is a resource typically reserved for very young or very new bands. So I would say enjoy it while it lasts.
Yes.
Because once you're 10 years into the game, I think mom and dad probably don't make it to every show still.
But you
know what? Chub Clampion's been a band for a little while now.
Yeah, they got some solid parents and family members on that band. And I will shout out my parents because, you know, when I was doing the whole Grandview Soul thing, playing the same exact songs for 3 hours in a row every single weekend, my parents still came.
Yeah.
They still rocked with me, whether I was playing in the basement of, you know, whoever's house or if I was playing at the Still City Bar and Grill for 3 hours. I got to say, they showed up for me.
Absolutely. So shout out to the awesome parents out there, mine included.
Hell yeah.
We're just having some fun.
But I think it's time we hit them with some music, Danny.
I agree. So we'll hit you with some stuff from our Friday show. First up, we're going to go top down on things.
Shit, Danny.
Yeah, first up, we're going to hit you with our headliners in Clementine. Adam, do you know a little bit about these guys?
I know that they are Chicago boys.
Chicago.
I know they were here a couple months ago. I know that they make beautiful music. I can't really compare them to anything, but I think that's a good thing. They are truly their own sound. I can't wait to meet them. I wasn't at the last show, so I'm excited to get to meet them. They look like very cute boys, and yeah, it's going to be a great show.
All right, so without further ado, let's introduce you to them. First up, you'll be hearing Plastic Smile by Clementine. You still there?
Watch out.
All right, Plastic Smile by Clementine. What an amazing song, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing them. If I'm there.
Yeah, I was just saying, don't lie to the people, Danny.
No, I want to try to make it to all of these. We're all busy boys, but you know what? If I can't be there, you, the listener, better be.
Yeah,
right?
And if you're not there, Danny, what will you do? Throw up and cry.
Commit ritual seppuku.
What is that?
Where I will stab myself because I've dishonored the shogunate. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right terminology.
So much. Power, sacrifices.
I will have dishonored us on the battlefield of local music, so I will have to then commit ritual sewer slide.
And you know who's stabbing you? Is Geo from Chub Clampion.
Geo.
He's the one who gets to do the sacrificing stabbings.
But as we said, we're going to go top down on this lineup. Once again, really, really love that Clementine tune. That was Plastic Smile. Next up, we're going to have Where We Began by the Edgwood Heart. And I got to say, man, I think there's a lot of really cool influences in the material these guys are putting out.
Okay.
There's some use of some instruments and some sounds on this that really make me wonder how much material the person writing these songs is into. Because I feel like I can trace this song back to like a lot of different places.
Well, when I see him, I'll ask for you.
Thank you. So little rant over, but coming up next, we're going to have Where We Began by the Edgewood Heart. Really big fan of this tune, so check it out. All right, that was Where We Began by the Edgewood Heart. Lots of very pretty, lush, just nice, clean electric guitars in there. There's something like some soaring melodies and stuff. It's very reminiscent of some 80s stuff that I really like. I actually heard a little bit of like Don Henley in there, and I really, really dig that. So,
isn't Don Henley from Pennsylvania?
I don't know.
Maybe we're thinking of the wrong Don.
The wrong Don.
Anyways.
Thinking of like Don DeCarbo.
No. yeah, that's who I must be getting them confused again. Damn it.
Easy one to mix up.
Yeah. But that was a beautiful song. Beautiful song.
Super big fan of that. Really, really, really looking forward to catching them sometime soon. Perhaps even this Friday at the Mr. Roboto Project.
I know I'll be there.
But coming up next, we're going to hip you guys to a band that if you're not aware of already, you absolutely should be. As we mentioned before, this band is full of personal homies to Good Vibe Entertainment. And we are talking, of course, about All My Friends Are Cats.
Which may be a lie. They do have human friends. I would like to say that I'm a friend of theirs. So, not the truest name of a band, but one of the best names of a band. They write amazing emo, Midwestern, pop punk type of songs. You're gonna love it. Josh Nold rips it up on the bass. You got David Meowpin fucking killing it. Dan back there. They're beautiful men. Danny, let's hit him with some music.
Absolutely. And I will say as well, after this episode, we will have a petition up on our Instagram page. You can go to the link in our bio, and we're looking for signatures to have these guys change their name to All My Friends Are Patty and Jerry. But coming up next, Not Normal by All My Friends Are Cats.
You're always sleeping. You can't remember what you did last week. Hold off on eating till you've been enough of a person to earn a meal. And now you're drinking. You've convinced yourself that it actually helps until the morning. Try forgetting all the feelings you've already felt. It's not normal to act this way at this age. It's not normal. I could probably change, but I'd rather stay safe inside. It's just like afternoon plans. I lose my mind in the morning. It'll happen again. It's just a pointless warning. Look out overhead. The dark skies are forming. Seek refuge in your head where it's already been storming. I've been dreaming of plans and I'm cursing them weekly. I saved up my time just to spend it on sleeping. I'm like all this junk. I felt the need to save it. I know I still have it in a box in the basement. I know I still have it in a box in the basement. I'm changing my way. I felt the need to save it.
All right, once again, that was Not Normal by All My Friends Are Cats. Do yourselves a favor and just support the homies. It feels good when you support the homies.
It does. It's a rewarding feeling.
It's like a reward.
A treat. A little cat treat for yourself.
Is that a meme you people out there listening understand? Or is that too deep?
I think that was too deep, Danny.
It's like a reward. All right. Coming up next, rounding out this really awesome lineup on Friday, we have some familiar faces from last week's episode. Tilt Contrls.
Yay!
Tilt Contrls. What can we even say about them that we didn't say last week?
Well, you got to see them.
Easily becoming one of my favorite bands in the scene. It's a project run by our good friend Jason, and what an awesome guy, man. I told Dave this as well. Before I even associated him with the bands he was playing in, I knew his face because I'd seen him at shows.
Yeah. He's always around. Great man. Great man. What's the other band that he's in? I'm blinking right now.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, why would you do this to me?
Yeah, we can cut this part. Because that's where I usually would see him. Before you leave.
That's right. Before you leave. Singing and playing bass. Yeah?
Sure.
But no, Jason's just a super talented guy. I think he's a really good asset in the scene. In fact, I think he's the guy that sort of organized the show that we had here last Friday, and he certainly seemed like it because he was there for all of the bands, being super supportive, and even chugged a little mustard, actually, in solidarity with our touring friends in Dump Cake.
No way. That's amazing.
Yeah, you don't have to believe me on that.
No, I do.
Sounds absurd.
So they chugged mustard?
They, at the very end of their set, they whipped out a bottle of mustard. I can't remember the brand.
Damn it, to have better been Heinz.
Sponsor us, all the mustard brands. But yeah, they whipped out a bottle of mustard, and I don't know if they were imploring somebody to chug it or take a swig or a swig. We'll go with a swig.
Of mustard.
What is this fucking episode?
Hey, you know, but they did it. And
Jason
they're closer now than they ever were before.
Jason grabbed it and took a big old swig out of the mustard bottle.
Amazing.
And then near the very end of Tilt Control's set, we had the lights going all crazy and stuff like that. And he took the cap off and took a very, very big gulp of mustard out of it.
What a legend.
I will say, from where I was standing, I had a direct line of sight on him. And with the way that the lights were, when he opened his mouth after chugging it, it looked like a black light was going, and he just had this neon mouthful of mustard.
Oh, that's hot.
It was something else.
That's amazing.
So that's a little sidebar from the actual show, but I've got to say, their performance on Friday was something else, man. They started off with their sort of signature lo-fi digital influenced brand of alternative and pop punk. Really, really great. Their drummer, I'm so sorry for forgetting his name. He's another face I recognize and have seen before. I mean, like a human metronome, dude. He was so on it. He's
an amazing drummer. And if it's the drummer I'm thinking of, he's the same drummer from Heading North.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Amazing local Pittsburgh band as well. Hopefully one day we'll be able to do a show with them.
Yeah.
So we can showcase their music because they fucking rock. But if it's the drummer I'm thinking of, it's that drummer. Solid as hell.
Whoever it was, kudos to you, because I thought you were one of the highlights of the whole night. Really, really great playing. I thought it blended with Jason and the backing tracks super duper well. He even kind of cut the show midway through and sat down and performed some acoustic stuff. That was really impressive. Really, really just brought the energy and really high level musicianship. And again, one of Adam's favorite bands in the scene, quickly becoming one of mine. So if you missed them last week, you got another opportunity this Friday to check them out.
I'll be there, and I'm bringing mustard for sure. I bring in mustard because I want to see him do it again. I'm kind of a bit disappointed that I missed it last time.
Yeah. Well, coming up next, we've got another song from Tilt Controls. This time it's going to be Baja Blast Beat.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I've been feeling nostalgic for an era that I never lived in, blinded by a past that never made me, sheltered by distractions, feeling safely inside. Yeah. much more to life than hanging on to memories. You might as well try something new while you're still here. It's always nice to hear some stories from the elderly. But it's a shame when they don't change their ways over the years. So I don't want to be a kid again, 'cause I don't want to end up just like them. No, I don't want to be a kid again, 'cause I don't want to end up just like them.
All right, that was Baja Blast Beat by Tilt Contrls. And once again, be sure to support them. If they're coming around, we promise it's going to be a great show. So you're going to want to make sure to make it out and catch them, because I really think they're doing something super fantastic in the scene. So Tilt Contrls, check them out.
Would it be awkward if we booked like a really bad band and then we had to like sit here and pretend that they were good, but like in reality they were bad?
That's a thing that probably inevitably will happen at some point.
No, what are you talking about?
Has it? Well, I mean, dude, there's good bands and bad bands.
Okay,
aren't
you're
there?
right.
But yeah.
Luckily, we've had nothing but good bands so far.
Yes,
we have
yes.
not had to pretend, is what I'm trying
Absolutely.
to say.
I'll say this. I can count maybe on one hand from the thousands of bands I've seen in all my time checking out bands who, even if I maybe wasn't super impressed with their live show or whatever, I didn't have massive respect for and could find something to appreciate about them. Everybody has bad shows, bad performances, but, you know, we're really fortunate to see some of the best that the local scene has to offer through the shows we book. And
What
shout
band
out
was
to
it?
all the bands that play.
What was the one band?
I can't
say their
tell
name.
you, man. I can't tell you.
Look, I'm just kidding.
I can't. I mean, I couldn't tell you if I wanted to.
I
because
know.
You don't want to dwell on that
Yes.
stuff.
Let's dwell on good bands and great bands, and specifically Pittsburgh bands for this next show, which is Saturday. I know we've said that 1,000 times. But Saturday, we have a kick-ass show at Mr. Roboto. And some of the openers are local legends, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
One being Chub Clampion, one being My Favorite Liar. When you listen to My Favorite Liar, you will clearly hear the 2000s pop-punk influence. We're going to play a song with you called 4 Chords, and it's about how you could take 4 chords and just kick ass with it. Mm-hmm. I think it's a great song because that's exactly what they do with it. And I think that just really tells you how about the pop punk scene. You know, we don't need to be out here reinventing the wheel. We just need 4 chords and a catchy chorus, and we're in love. And I don't think anyone does it better than My Favorite Liar locally. They are an amazing pop punk band. And yeah, I can't wait for you guys to hear 4 chords.
Absolutely. Really big fan of that last release they put out called Flight Risk. So we're going to definitely play you something off of that. And then joining them, as you said, we're going to have Chub Clampion playing. And another band in the scene who have become one of my favorites over the years. There's something about them, man. It's very obviously pop punk alt kind of stuff. But there's just an energy.
But it's different, yeah.
There's an energy they bring that is just very rock and roll to me, very raw, very fun, done at a very high level of musicianship, and they're kind of an amalgam of some other Pittsburgh bands. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, they're like an all-star group, you know, taking members from Eye Candy.
Yeah, you've got Gio on guitar, who's from Eye Candy and has been playing with Griffin Handshake for a little while now. You've also got the drummer and bass player in Chub Clampion in another band with Gio, who we just mentioned, called Milk. Then Pete, the bass player, also plays in Harold's Goose. It's just some love-ins.
Dude, I feel like that meme where it's Charlie from Always Sunny, like trying to connect all his lines together. This guy's in this band, and this guy's in this band over here, but this guy's in this band.
Pepe Sylvia. I got buckets full of Pepe.
Gio.
Nah, but those guys are all super active in the scene. Really, really great musicians, and really shows in Chub Clampion as it does in all of the other bands that they're in. They stay super active, and the music really reflects it. Really, really great live bands, all of them that we just mentioned. So we've got a 2-pack coming your way. First up, you're going to hear 4 Chords by My Favorite Liar, and then you're going to hear Leave the Lights On by Chub Clampion.
Leaving the lights on.
4 chords, that's all you're gonna get from me, so be sure you're listening. 4 chords, that's all you're gonna get from me, so be sure you're listening.
you think that Gio has a favorite band, or is it like parents where you can't have a favorite child?
Probably like that. It's probably like that. You'd have to ask him.
I'm going to, because I don't think it is. I bet he secretly has a favorite band, but I don't think he'll tell me. He'll probably act like the parents, like, we love them the same. It's the same love, but it's not.
I'll tell you, either way, with Gio, it's going to be like 13 kids and counting here
Yeah.
soon. Because
So-
I feel like every week he's hopping into a new band and really just doing his thing and bringing his awesome playing to it. So there you had 4 chords by My Favorite Liar and Leave the Lights On by Chub, Clampion. Man, such a big fan of that last Chub Clampion release. Really brings that emo kind of spirit to it, but I could just listen to it all day. I could listen to it, no lyrics, no words, just such a high level of
jamming.
musicianship in that. So super big fan of that. Really glad that they're hopping on another show with
Another
us.
one. Both big Pittsburgh hitters. Mm-hmm. And I would say we have one of the best music scenes around ever.
I mean, I don't want to sound biased.
We're
or
biased, but
anything.
also we're telling the truth. We're the best.
Yeah.
But I will say there is another scene that's close by that has been holding it down. Not as much as us, but holding it down still. And that is love to the Philly scene. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
I don't know what those kids are drinking over there or what they're feeding them, but they are turning out some awesome bands. And we have the privilege of hosting 2 of them this Saturday. Dead Wrong and Modern Culture. Mm-hmm. Super excited. This is definitely our first time working with these artists, but I've been listening to them for the past couple of weeks, and yeah, I'm really excited to get moshing, maybe crowd surfing. We should have a packed ass show for these bands. They deserve it, and that's what I'm expecting. So if you haven't bought your ticket yet, go to Good Vibe Booking and get your ticket now, because this is not a show you're going to want to miss.
Absolutely, man. And it seems like both of these bands are doing their respective things at a pretty high level. I've seen some really well shot live footage from both of them. Both of them, I do believe. But yeah, very excited to be hosting them. Very happy to have them around. And as you said, so much coming our way from Philly recently. It's hard to ignore, man. We had these last 2 bands on the last show that we had on Friday.
Yeah.
We had Precious Little Life and Dump Cake. I believe they're both Philly, or they're at least like Philly adjacent.
Yeah, it's
but-
hard because those New Jersey bands, a lot of the times will claim Philadelphia as well. Like Keep Flying. They're like,
Yeah.
they're one they're New Jersey, but like, they're also Philly, kind of.
Yeah, I actually think Dump Cake claims New York. Sort
Same
of.
thing. That's
Yeah.
the Tri-County over there, right?
But out on our eastern front of Pennsylvania, they're cooking up some really, really awesome stuff. So once again, these 2 bands at the top of our September 6th bill at Mr. Roboto Project are no exception. We've got Modern Culture and Dead Wrong. So coming up next, we've got Spin by Modern Culture, and then you're going to hear Wayside by Dead Wrong. Once
Go
again,
Birds.
2 Philly-ish bands. Go Birds. Check them out. And if you really feel like investigating that, check out as many bands as you can from the Philly area, because once again, we're just super impressed with what they've been bringing out our way, and would love to work with more. So hopefully we can give them good shows around here that incentivizes them to want to come back out our way and deliver unto all of you their awesomeness. Spin by Modern Culture and Wayside by Dead Wrong. All right, that was Spin by Modern Culture and Wayside by Dead Wrong. Man, back-to-back heat.
Heat all day. That Philly heat, it hits different.
So once again, guys, that's a little preview of everything we've got coming at you this weekend from Good Vibe Entertainment. Both shows are going down at the Mr. Roboto Project. We've got Friday and Saturday booked out there, and we really hope to see you there. Once again, tickets available at goodvibebooking.com/shows. And Adam,
Yes.
what a great relationship we've been forming with Mr. Roboto Project.
I know. We've been booking shows there all year. Since January to now, I can't even count. It's been a lot of shows at Mr. Roboto Project, and they are incredibly easy to work with. And I will say that is an awesome venue. You know, it's not beautiful. It's nothing like new or anything, but just the vibe in there is so cool. They have, you know, zines from all over the place in there, magazines, like old magazines you can go through, posters and flyers all over their walls with local music, local poets, a lot of fuck police signs. In that area. They try to run it themselves. So they have a lot of initiatives to say, hey, don't call 911, call this number. Or don't call the police, call us. And they try to protect themselves there in this little town. And I don't really know what that town is called, but I will say you walk around and it's like if Good Vibe was just had its own little town. Like everyone walk around has like tattoos, piercings. Like one of the bands said that they were like, you know, usually we play venues, we walk outside and we're like, where the hell are we? But like here it kind of feels like we're at home already. You know, you walk out and you see people just like us that, you know, kind of punk and in a degenerate, I guess some would say. I wouldn't say that, but some would say that. But it is like Mr. Roboto feels like a home for degenerates. And they embrace that, and it's just a really, really cool spot to be. I would say if you've never been to Mr. Roboto, this would be a great weekend to do it because, yes, you have kick-ass music, but it's a venue worth checking out. In between bands, it's so much fun to just go through some of the old magazines and stuff that they have. I really can't talk about it enough. It's a really fun place to be, and I'm really happy that we built this connection with them.
Me as well. It's been really, really great for us. As Adam said, they've been super easy to work with. And the real beauty of that place is the history that it has. It's been around since, I don't know if it's the late 90s or early 2000s. But it's been a fixture in the scene for quite some time. It really is one of the biggest holdouts that Pittsburgh has in musical history and punk history. And like Adam said, they've got all these old zines and all these old sort of remnants or artifacts or cool things to look on from times in the scene past. I can remember playing there for the first time and being not taken aback by the size of the place, but just surprised that I'd heard so much about it and people had such respect for it. And it was essentially this tiny room with a tiny hallway attached to it with an entrance in the back
and a pole right in the middle of where you're playing.
A pole right in the middle and a very small stage. But man, it really represents the history in our local scene and something really worth hanging on to and worth continuing the history of and keeping around. So any way you can support them, please do it. They're doing shows there all the time. They've been so good with us, super easy to communicate with, pretty much let us do whatever we want there. And it's become this really, you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours kind of relationship with them. I can remember the first time I played there looking at this book that was amongst the magazines they had that was a history of Mr. Roboto Project. And it was super duper cool, man. I couldn't leave there with it that day. I think they had some for sale and I was just broke in a band in like my late teens, early 20s. So I couldn't leave there with it. But man, they've done a really good job at encapsulating their own history and keeping good record of it. And, you know, the way that we can add to that and continue to grow it is by throwing awesome shows there, making great memories, making connections with bands from out of town, coming there and throwing great shows. So yeah, we love the Mr. Roboto Project. Very happy to be working with them. And we hope it's an amazing relationship that can continue forward.
Yeah, and we're so excited for the show this weekend, both shows this weekend. I think we're going to play some more music from these bands, right, Danny?
Absolutely. We've got two more coming from the last two bands you heard. So next up, we're going to have Separation by Modern Culture And after that, we're going to hit you with, as far as we can tell, the biggest song from Dead Wrong. This thing has 9 bajillion listens on Spotify.
100 kajillion on TikTok.
Yes. And that's going to be Jaded by Dead Wrong. So, coming at you, Separation by Modern Culture and Jaded by Dead Wrong.
I need reflection, new perspective.
right, man. There you had it. Separation by Modern Culture and Jaded by Dead Wrong. Don't really have much else to say. We've got 2 banger shows happening at an awesome historic venue in Pittsburgh this weekend, September 5th, September 6th at the Mr. Roboto Project. Really, really hope to see you guys out there at one of these shows.
Yeah, if you're there and you don't have a friend, just scream, Adam! And I'll find you, and I'll be your friend for the night.
Fun fact for those of you who don't know Adam personally, back in the day when times were tough, Adam used to be your friend for the night for $20.
Yeah. I made a lot of money those nights.
A lot of money?
I made enough money.
A lot of money.
I didn't have money to
Keep your head above water.
Yeah.
All right.
Nowadays, it's just a little scream and I'm there. You don't got to pay me now.
Yeah. Now he just does it for the love of the game.
Exactly.
Right? Awesome. Well, once again, guys, thanks for tuning in and hope to see you at these shows. www.goodvibebooking.com/shows for your tickets. So we talked about the Philly scene in this a little bit, and we thought it might be fun to throw a little curveball your way at the end of this episode and share another one of our favorite Philly bands with you guys. So we're going to hit you with a tune from My Cousin's Girlfriend's House.
Yes, my personal favorite band from Philadelphia. And not only because they housed us 2 years ago when we were there for a music festival and needed a place to crash for 2 days, but because they make amazing freaking music. But shout out to them for letting us crash at their place. It wasn't technically their cousin's girlfriend's house that we stayed at. I think it was just the cousin's house, but it was still epic nonetheless.
Liars.
No, the house does exist. There is a cousin's girlfriend's house.
I'll take your word for it.
But unfortunately, we weren't there. So we're going to play the newest release. Well, it's not the newest release for you. We thought that song was too acoustic and slow. And we wanted to end with a banger. Well, not that it's not a banger, but we wanted to end with a fucking fire bop. And that's exactly what we're doing. Danny, any last words for the people at home?
No last words for you guys. Thanks again for tuning in, and we will catch you next week. Until then, hope to see you September 5th or 6th at the Mr. Roboto Project in Pittsburgh. And to lead us out today, we're going to play All for Love and All for Nothing by My Cousin's Girlfriend's House.
Peace out.
Go Birds.
I trust the wisdom of my teeth. Wasting away is by design. The American dream cracks on the surface and make me nervous. There's a fault line buried deep. I'm so divided, I can't find the balance in anything. Stretch in every direction, can't lit both sides at once. Growing weary, running thin, burning ashes, scarring skin. Hesitate to call the doctor.
For this show and others like it, go to music-roundtable.com or download the Music Roundtable radio app in the App Store.